Fearne Calloway, where are you?
Well, I decided to go for a walk because I try not to miss a sunrise or a sunset. And I just wanted to get little mister some fresh air. Little mister's he's my little monkey. He's my little friend, who's just the best. And Fearne is a fawn, and her little hooves have little bits of moss around them, and she has flowy clothing and is covered in all types of flowers that are poisonous. You know, hemlock and oleander and all of these types of things, and just taking in the beautiful day this seems to be. For how the way Fearne looks, you'd think it would be gentle almost, but her magic is not. So it's almost red and fiery, and it almost looks like she's gonna be destroying the plants. But what's left in place is just the beautiful night-blooming jasmine again.
Sweet. As you do this, you can hear this woman going, no, 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 and Mister starts screaming along with her as this like little corner of the street just gets incredibly loud, and then you step away and the plant is restored, and she's like, yay, thank you.
Well, mister, we should probably go back to everybody, okay? Come on.
Okay. And you just see, she like never leaves eye contact with you. And just like goes back into her house and watches you out the window. She just waves, and then Mister does like a little wave. Oh. And then that, she's like, ah! And you see the curtains like drop down.
This isn't our townhouse?
No. No.
Oh. Oh, no.
You do need to drink less. This was before the week that we lost.
Probably.
Time is a weird soup.
Soup?
You know,
Time's a weird soup. Is that a saying where you're from?
Uh-huh.
I mean, that kind of tracks.
It does. It is. We all say it where I'm from. It's kind of a, we just say it all the time when things just don't make sense. Time is a weird soup.
Are you lying right now?
Of course not.
You look at her and you see in those like giant fawn eyes nothing but open and honest truth. Time is a weird soup.
Time is a weird soup.
Yeah.
Like a chowder.
Huh.
Yes, very chunky.
Chunky.
Chunky time.
Wait, so there's a fight, but nobody knows who won.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who
side?
won?
Oh my God.
Which side are you on?
Sweetie, I'm on my own side.
Oh, fun.
But if you need a name, you can call me Polska.
Posca.
Mm.
Hi, I'm Fearne.
Hi. So, do you need assistance? What's going on? And they wait. And if no one does anything, they eventually kind of roll their eyes and get bored and continue down the street. And you can see that the entire time Posca is just sweating and trying to hold it together.
You're sweating.
Yeah.
That made you very nervous.
We could do it again.
'Cause I'm a crip.
You're
Yeah. What is your deal?
Smells fishy.
It does.
I love it. And salt water. Smell.
Mister's gonna lean down and he like keeps sniffing the air and then kind of sniffs the ground, and the ground's just sort of like got that like permanent wet, like reflective thing. He just gives a big lick to one of the cobblestones. Oh.
Salty.
even with the rain, it is still massive and majestic, and you know you can't see out as far as you could on a clear day, but you are just sort of faced with how massive the world really is.
I come up and I grab Opal's hand.
I've never seen it.
Isn't it so lovely?
It's majestic,
I know.
but it stinks.
I know.
Mister's gonna go to the other side and grab your other hand.
Who is? Mister.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. Hi, Ocean.
Smells better once you get further out.
Well, we're not going further out, are we?
No, we're jacking something
She takes
up.
off. Runs down.
Sweet. Mister does not like.
I take Fearne.
Yeah. Mister's just screaming beside you like, ah! I don't know when you want to stop. Mister will not stop you. Let me be very clear.
Okay.
He's a ride or die.
Maybe we'll just kind of do like a right before the dock ends.
Yeah, all right. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
Just to hit those brakes. We'll see if you do a cartoon bloop into the ocean.
That is a 19.
Yeah, you're fine.
But I kind of wish it wasn't, because I do want to do a bloop into the ocean.
Mister, you actually have to catch Mister because he was just gonna go. Yeah. And he's just like pulling against you, like,
I want to do it too.
you see like an open crate with a bunch of like produce.
Okay, I'll grab that. Oh, I'm so excited to cook on this ship. I got hired as a cook. I love cooking. I can't wait to take care of the sailors.
Oh, I'm a local priest coming to bless this vessel before its next journey. And I kind of hold out the hang around my neck, the little compass, be like,
I've been on a ship with him before. I have an accent now.
I can tell, keep going.
He's a real priest.
What is this accent?
My job is to come and ensure that the proper deific eyes are upon the deck.
He's kept us alive. Many times I almost died if it wasn't for him.
It's a good accent.
Which ship are you going on to?
All of them. I'm prolific.
All right, well, if you're like a priest, do prove it. Do like a bless me.
Do the accent again.
Guys,
Is there a boat door? Let me see. Hi, I'm the cook. What are you? Come here.
Do we want the thing that killed the men to come here? Really?
That was really. I went on instinct and it was wrong.
She pulled an opal and it was bad move.
Yeah, it was a bad move.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Thank you. Well, finders keepers. That's a saying where I'm from. Do you know that?
That's the saying where everyone's
Okay,
from.
I say we go for it.
Yeah, I really don't see a problem with this. I'm gonna hop down there.
Yeah, you see a giant monster.
Oh my god.
Hello in there. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing down here or what my goal is.
Love it.
I want to shout down, "What's going on down there?"
When you shout, you hear a massive clicking, like ah,
Oh no.
and just the chewing of metal.
What was that?
Thank you.
Yes, that. What was that?
It's stunt sound.
It's just a little friend.
It's little buddy.
Sounds like a big friend.
it's a 10-foot tall praying mantis.
Would you want to come with us?
It just starts chewing the bars, and you see that like between Mr. and Orem and the yelling from above and like looking at you, something new and fresh and alive that's closer, it's making its way through the bars, and you hear a clamp as it gets through and starts trying to like push its face and bore its way through the cage.
Wait, you don't have to come with me right now. I don't know what your plan is here. I'm gonna go back upstairs. Okay, well, he didn't want me down there, so,
Wait, what's down there?
it's a
Big bug.
very large bug?
A deadly bug! A deadly bug! It's a deadly bug!
It's probably a bug. Do you want him?
I want to see.
Okay.
I don't go down. I just peek down.
Yeah.
With my necklace.
You peek down and you actually, yeah, actually see this thing like it started to calm down again, and at the light begins to like frenzy, and you can hear the cracking of its like carapace as it's like breaking itself, trying to push through the metal bars to get to you and get out.
Turn back up to the rest of you. That's so cool.
Yeah, right?
Okay, now let's go.
Okay, let's go.
You can get it if you want it.
I feel it in my body.
I want him. Okay. Wait,
Yep.
did we leave the baby in the prison?
What a sentence.
What are you talking about?
The little man. The Ankeg. Am I saying it correctly? Yes.
I think we did.
Sure.
Did we leave it?
I didn't take it.
I don't have it.
I think they're fine where they were.
Well, how would you feel if you were a baby left in prison? It'd be awful.
Really bad.
Are we far away from there?
You can head back there if you really want to.
Is that ridiculous?
How does Mister feel about it?
Mister, what if we just went to go get him and then just let him go free? You know, took him out of his prison and let him be.
You want to return to the scene of a triple murder and robbery
Quadruple.
to save a baby bug?
Well, I'm only saying because maybe what if no one gives him any food or water and he dies?
Well, I think that some of their associates will probably descend on that place, and then, if we're not careful, descend on us. Also, the mother seemed dangerous, and I know it wasn't as big, but
She was just a big baby, and she was just mad because she was stuck in there.
trying to chew through the bars.
Because she was trying to get out.
I'm not gonna say no to you, but where would we take it?
Well, I was just thinking of letting it loose.
I don't think they would get very far. No legs.
Well, that's true. We'd probably have to feed it and take care of it and...
Maybe we can go get it, but you'll have to leave behind Mister. It's only fair. We can't have two babies.
Why not?
He starts pulling at, like, he like hops down and he's still holding your hand a little bit and he starts pulling at it, like doing the like, let me go, let me go.
What? What? Oh, sure. Yeah, no, right. So, choice is yours.
I'm gonna go get it.
Sorry, you heard her.
And Mr. just looks up with you with these like giant eyes that are like shimmering, like,
Oh no.
Mister.
Well, as long as you guys think that probably someone will take care of it,
Someone will take care of it.
someone will take care of it.
For sure. It's too expensive. You said it was expensive. People take care of expensive things.
That's true.
I mean, it was being smuggled into the city, the adult, so you don't do that for things that are cheap.
Okay, if we come across it again, just know that I will take it.
Fair.
Okay?
Got it.
Okay. I think someone is definitely watching us.
Walk lower.
Do they think we're cute?
Maybe. That's entirely possible because, to be honest, we're all very attractive.
True. So, I haven't done it myself, but I have seen it at a lot of parties. It's called Sood.
Oh, yeah, I know about Sood.
Okay? It has residuum in it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's worth a lot of money, what you got right there.
That's a lot of sood.
Now, I've never tried it, but it seems like a lot of fun.
It's really fun to just take a little bit every day.
yeah.
So you're carrying a
microdose.
dangerous drug precursor?
I heard really different stories about
Well, they
this
just
stuff.
make it with it. So I just think it's very powerful, and people can consume it safely.
Well,
So we're all taking some tonight?
I'm already rubbing some on my teeth.
It's okay. You can go to sleep.
Okay. I'm like a dog. I'm like I'm circling, trying to find the right way to lay down. There we go. Sorry, it just takes me a minute to get comfy.
Once you like finally get curled up, Mr. just climbs across you and like does like the sprawl across your head and face.
That's a good boy.
Falls asleep with, like one thumb in his mouth, the other's like grabbing your ear.
that's cute.
Just passes out
Richie
immediately.
Billy.
Fern,
Yes.
step back. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, I got your back though if it's something bad.
Okay. And then I'm gonna close my eyes. And I'm gonna spritz it into the hole.
I'm gonna put my hand out and take a knee. Little mister, I feel like you're very excited about this right now. And as much as I love you, do you feel like you want to go home?
And he turns his head, kind of looks down, and then looks back at you. Doesn't seem to really understand the question.
I'm gonna walk closer to the edge with him.
And you can feel as you get right to the edge, he wants to keep walking forward.
Oh, I don't know if I want to let him in there.
He's continuing to pull. What do you do?
I'll go in there with him.
You go together?
Do I?
Make your choice, Ashley Johnson.
I'm gonna do it.
So together you walk. And the moment his little, it's not quite feet, sort of humanoid shaped fire elemental leg crosses the threshold just before yours, it flashes up with flame and you are pushed back. And as everything sort of explodes out and comes back down, there's a brief gap in the ash. And where he once stood, you now see a massive, ashy, hot vapor elemental. As Mr. takes one step forward, off of the sigil, and stands and looks up at Direwolf Fearne.
Aww.
And waits.
No, while he's distracted! Dariax just goes running, spear forward.
Fearne, you're right there. You see Dariax charging up. Fearne, what do you do?
Okay, if I see that he's running, and I see little Mr.
Not looking at all at Dariax, just staring up at you.
I am going to, since I'm still a dire wolf, and I'm not going to change that just yet because I don't want to, I am going to look down at little Mister, and I'm going to open my mouth, and I'm going to try to grab him by what I think is the scruff, and take him out of the hole, and put him down outside of it.
And like a perfect, like, Olay, you lift Mr. up and away as you see Dariax's like ruddy form sail past you, headed into the sigil.
I make an attack roll on his leg, and I just and stick the blade up through like his calf muscle to catch him and drag and push away.
I'm standing, I'm in front of little Mister, and I'm just growling at him.
He's like,
The
on the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna let go of Mister's hand, and kind of start walking out. You can come and stay with me if you would like.
He like immediately runs up to you.
Oh, no.
Just keeps looking back. Once again, he's still in that sort of like not quite humanoid shape, so you're losing a lot of like fine stuff, but he like kind of is just pulling on like the side of your skirt.
I just
tugging
grab
over his
him, which
shoulder.
might be a weird sight, and just give him hugs and loves and scritches, even though he's just...
You all notice like there's no check required that like watching this interaction, the other Ashari are like leaning in and like murmuring amongst themselves, and you see like lots of hand signs going back and forth. That is a very strange thing. They're not saying anything to you, but they seem quite shocked by it.
Oh, Dorian, thank you so much for talking Mr. off of the edge. I was really nervous to lose him.
I know. It was more of a Mr. Whisper, but I did my best. I'm glad he's back with you. I know you care about him deeply.
I do, and it means a lot that you did that.
Well, thank you for saying thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck.
Here, and I am going to unclip my flute from my axe, toss it to Fearne, pull out my lute, and say, "Come on!" And we're gonna go over to our dancing friend and back them up.
Back her up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna back her up. I'm strumming
golden.
along, and I'm feeling it, and like I'm playing this sort of song out of nowhere,
I'm
and
stomping my hooves. I'm just like going
Yo,
to town on
I'm
this flute.
astounded. I'm like, Fearne, you are killing it.
Thank you. I'm just like feeling it, you know?
This is great.
I love music.
Mister has managed to get over to like some like young boy wearing a hat and like steals it and starts running around trying to like get money.
I love that.
Mister knows what's up. He's like, okay.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, give me perception checks from the three of you.
Starless Star brought her own band, guys. Oh.
Oh, natural one.
You are lost in the sauce
I
making
am
music
just
right now.
feeling it. Eyes closed.
Vibing.
I'm just vibing, hips going.
0. Another natural one.
No.
Man, this
This is the best day of my life.
Honestly,
on,
may have unlocked
Dorian.
something in myself today. Like, Dariax is feeling it with the music
Yo.
behind him. I'm sure he's not looking like he's dancing great, but he's feeling
We
it.
are
He's-
just in the zone.
Yeah.
Like-
I get it.
Created.
Totally lost in the sauce.
Absolute. Like it's gonna take effort to get them back on track because y'all are killing it right now. People are laughing and clapping along. Like Mister's just body rolls.
Yes, mister.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mister stays ready.
Hi. What do
You
I
see a tall, like extremely dark, like almost black skinned tiefling man with like a white goatee and like white close cropped hair. Kind of gives you a little nod. Just says, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Oh my god, my name's Starless Star. It's so nice to meet you. What's your name?
And he like pulls a little card out of his jacket and passes to you. It's jet black with like gold embossing on it. He says, my name is Edouard, and if you are looking for somewhere to perform, come and see me.
Oh my god, Edouard, look at your card. It's so cute.
More than my card is cute.
Okay, maybe I'll think about it. Well, okay. So, like, do I just come by and ask for you, or?
Oh, I'll make sure people are keeping an eye out for you. And does that really creepy guy thing of like pushing some of your hair behind your ear. Ugh.
How much do you charge for performances? How much do you pay your talent?
Oh, are you her manager?
No.
Are you looking for work also? Are you a
I
group?
just want to make
What
sure
is-
that my friend, who is extremely talented, gets properly paid for what they do.
Well, we begin at 5 gold a performance per night, but that's always up for negotiation. a very good negotiator.
Okay, well, that's a great place to start.
I'm gonna begin negotiations by first asking you to not touch me anymore, please.
Apologies.
Just out of respect.
Of course.
Is there also a fee that you get from the door as well, a percentage?
We can. And he kind of gets a little stiffer, like, uh-oh, we're talking about actual business. That can, of course, be negotiated based on what I saw here today. You are busy in negotiations and you're winning right now. Yes. You can see like a little bead of sweat, just a little trickle of black on jet black skin goes down the side of his forehead.
Eduardi, I'm really thankful that you took notice, and maybe we'll come by and maybe talk some business later, but for the time being, Tharla's just arrived in Amman, and we have other people to also hear offers from, so just like relax a bit, and maybe we'll swing by.
I'm looking forward to it. And he like pulls a little handkerchief out, kind of dabs himself, fans himself, and then fades back into the crowd.
I'm eyeing this beautiful silver tea set that has been set in front of us.
That's mine.
Well, no, I just
It's not for sale.
think this is the most beautiful teacup I've ever seen, and I like to collect things. I was just going to steal it, but I thought I would be honest and tell you, may I have it?
Steal it. That's really very nice of you. And oh God, it's so adorable the way her ears lay down. You can take it.
I can have it?
Yes.
Okay.
But that means you have to come back and have tea with me.
I will anytime.
I'm looking incredibly forward to it.
Me too. I got all of my stuff for free.
What?
What?
I didn't. I'm kidding.
Speaking of which, my flute. I know you liked it. I know you enjoyed playing it. And if it's all right, it's sort of a family heirloom. And I'm going to reach into my bag full of shit and pull out the pan flute that I bought at the store and say, tradesies?
I didn't realize I still had it on me.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Put
This is
the
a
back on.
pan flute.
Is that a special
This
pamphlet?
is
No, just a $16 basic pan flute.
Okay.
this is where I come from. Satyrs or fawns are very good at the pan flute.
Do you want to give it a try?
Sure.
Ooh, I want to.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
You feel the spell take effect. She doesn't speak.
Pasca.
Yes.
Here's the thing. We have something very important that we need to go do. And you're getting in the way right now. So I think you should step aside or else we'll kill you. But I think that's a pretty good deal.
And it's really quiet for a very long moment at the front of the carriage. And then you feel that little familiar rock as she stands up and steps down from it. And it's just quiet. What do you do?
Okay. Can I see if I can get out of the carriage?
It was never locked.
Okay, I'm gonna hop out. Thank you, Pasca.
She stands. You see now that she's like gathered around and is still looking around at like other members that have faded that were like flanking you, but some of them are like old women, young boys that look like children, old men, guards. And she calls over to her 25 people that were flanking you and walking along with your cart. And you see something in her eyes that the charm that you have on her is a thin layer, and you see her eyes burning at you from it. But she has followed what you've asked and has called them away. So what do you do next?
I lean
out
in.
really quick.
Say again.
I lean out to you.
Yes.
Take the heat off Gilmore.
I put my hand on her cheek. Pasca, you have to leave Gilmore alone, okay?
If he has what's mine, or what I would make mine, how could you ask me to do or be anything other than what I am?
If he does have what's yours, then you can do what you want with him. But we have to go. I'm gonna give her a kiss on the cheek. And then I'm gonna get on the cart and take us out of town.
Lean out the window over to you and be like, count to 5 and then pick up the pace pretty significantly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
doing great, sweetie. Okay.
I'm gonna look back to Pasca.
You see a single tear kind of rolling down her cheek, and her jaw is just set with frustration.
Pasca! Gotcha.
Oh, God.
And they get back in the cart. Go, 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 go!
And the scream you hear rip from her chest will follow you all the way across town as you get to the edge of the city. And by the time that charm is up, an hour later, you feel something in that connection between you and her. A tearing and a severing and an anger that will burn Iman alive.
Fuck.
What's it called?
It's just a town, some outside in the
Oh no,
What?
you're a very bad liar.
I don't.
You're not comfortable sharing with us.
Oh, it's not that I'm not comfortable with you. We have much more important things to do, right? I'll tell you this. I had a good upbringing and a pleasant one.
Good.
And I'm very happy to be here with you, all of you. So, thank you.
Did you have a big family or a small family, or is that still something you'd like to keep to yourself?
Any siblings?
Wow, this is starting to feel a little weird.
Well, I feel like everyone's shared, but you.
Yeah, well, sharing is caring. I have a brother. I do.
A brother.
I do have a brother. Yes.
Does he look like you?
Taller. Bigger.
Aurum, you see, as you kind of look up at Fearne as her expression gets darker and she takes the reins in earnest and leads even farther away from, like, the main road.
May I?
And looking up at her, you see that her left eye, the pupil has gone from a normal humanoid shape to goat-like as it gets longer and stretches out. And all the flowers on the side of the side of her head, all over her body, in the direction that she's turning, begin to like open and turn.
Is that intentional?
What?
You're looking a little more fey than usual.
I don't know what that means.
Your eyes a little different.
That's
Oh my God, Aurum, you just can't ask people why they're.
well, I think it's.
Well, you see it too.
I mean, it's weird, but we shouldn't say anything. It might be rude.
We talk all about his eyes.
I
when they were
know, but
dripping
I'm
goo.
just saying.
Well, I mean, this happens because but I don't know. I just feel so weird.
Bad weird or just weird?
Just weird. I can't figure it out yet.
All right, well,
But thank you for let's keep going.
You know, if you see something, say something.
I will. If I roll well and I see it, I will.
The feeling you feel now, Fearne, it's loud in your ears. It sounds like the laughter of your family when it was all together, Nana and your parents. It feels warm, like the cottage that you grew up in. And the smells, that mingled, strange, sickly sweet, fey plants and flowers and baking. And it's like everything you loved about home mashed together and just is overwhelming you now. And you know where it is.
Oh my God.
So close.
I think we have to leave the Vardo here, and I have to go see what this is. If you'd like to come, you can, but it
Are we coming back?
yeah, we'll come back. I feel like such a strong feeling of home.
Oh, but we're not supposed to be going home, to your home.
Oh, it doesn't make any sense. But I just need to check because I haven't felt that in a long time.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess we can just
We
Hang
came this
out?
far.
And there's a little clearing, and somewhere off in the distance you can hear running water, though you don't see it. And as you move through, you arrive here. Just an open glade, and at the center of it, a strange gate? A little mound of vines wrapped up, columns, stairs, a little pillar, a plinth. And Fearne, this is where you came through to the prime material plane. It was lost to you, forgotten, fuzzy, but this was it. And this entire place radiates with Fey energy, and all of you feel it. Though it's peaceful and it's quiet, and the longer you stare, the little orange buds begin to open up and turn to face you.
Well, we're kind of following your lead here, Fearne. What happens next?
I mean, I could always go in and say hello to my grandmother. I could show you my home. We could definitely ask her about. Well, I guess we know about the circlet. Have you ever been to the Fey realm?
No.
Oh.
Is it? I feel like I'm really struggling here. Is it? Is it like this? Cause maybe I'll just stay.
It is. It's all like this.
Wow.
Opal, you sneeze, and it's the one that your hand like only catches a little bit. And even though everyone has to close their eyes when they sneeze, or their eyes pop out of their head, I think, you open your eyes just in time to see like a couple little droplets of spittle freeze in midair.
Oh.
And then move back toward you.
Oh.
All right, maybe sooner than an hour.
What time is it?
You look up, and you see both the sun and the moon in the sky. The sun's at the highest point.
Well, we could just stay here for the night.
We'd have to eventually. I mean,
Or
you're obviously drawn to this. We came all this way. It's right in front of you. Something's in there. You probably already know that.
yeah.
Well,
Are you sure this is the same gate? Positive. The same place, the same field, the same forest, the same gate that you came from to our world.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Dorian, you feel the breeze reverse.
I don't like it here.
Yeah, I didn't want to be rude or anything because I know this is like your place, but something's not right. I don't usually, my hair doesn't usually look like this. Opal's hair is like fucking huge because of the humidity. I just I'm uncomfortable.
I know it's a lot.
Your attention is suddenly drawn to that sense of motion in the arch, and you see at its edges light green and orange begins to sparkle at its edges and begin to creep across. But only you see it right now.
Can we go in for just like 5 minutes? We can it's very easy to go in and
Are you
out.
asking us if we want to go to the place that we've only read about in storybooks as children?
Because the answer is yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure a lot of stories are made up. Because it's... Well, it is pretty wonderful.
Now we can compare notes. Go on.
Okay. It's been a while. I'm gonna stick my hand through.
The moment you go to stick your hand through what was just sort of falling green and orange glittering light becomes more of a mirror. And the reflection on the other side fingers into a wrist, into an arm, are dark, like burnt oak, charred and sooty, and you can smell old burn.
I take my hand back.
You take it back, and the reflection hand continues to push through. And out steps another fawn. And she is of a height with you, dressed in the same sort of gossamer thin gown, but sooty black. And her eyes are goat pupils that drift back and forth a little bit like a lava lamp, going from multiple pupils to a single long slit. And her hair is long and lank, and she moves a little wrong, and all of the like angles of your face that are softened and pretty are hard and edged in her. And she smiles at you, and her teeth are fanged. And as she opens her mouth to speak, you see just a little flicker of flame and 2 burning points of light. Hello, Fearne. And all of you can see her now, too.
Is she clearly like a reflection of Fearne in some way, or a different fawn entirely?
Give me a insight check.
That would be, that's just an 11.
It's hard to tell. So much of the like stature and bearing began similarly to Fearne, but she's a little more hunched and a little more angular and a little just rougher looking, so it's hard to tell.
Is Mr. reacting to the new fawn at all?
You look down at Mr., who I believe is still on SWAT duty on you. And it's only after a couple minutes that his head turns at almost an owl-like 180 degrees. And he just freezes and is staring, but doesn't react.
Okay.
Do you have a twin too?
No. Do I know this person?
Insight check.
I'm not wrong, right? Her Nana's a little freaky.
Nana?
I don't know.
16.
You look at her closely, and then you spot it, the little details, the choices that you would make. You recognize the flowers, even though they're wilted and burned, are the same deadly poisonous blooms that you keep in your hair, except instead of just sort of being in a little crown of laurels, they're sprouting out of a crown of thorns that appears to be made out of a black, glassy rock. You recognize her. It's time to come home.
Okay. Mom?
No, I am you.
Oh.
Time is different here. And I am what you should be, will be, if you come back now.
Don't do it. What happened to you?
I found my power. And as her mouth stays open a little bit, you see those two burning eyes. And Dorian, since you're the one that asked, you see that Mister's eyes begin to glow the same white hot shade
I notice it right away.
right away.
Fearne, get back.
Well, it's just me. I'm sure she's not very harmful. I'm gonna back up.
And as you kind of back down the stairs, she continues to move forward. And you see that sort of shimmering on the other side of that, like falling glitter, are other beasts, other things waiting to come through. But she's put her hand up, and for now, it's just her.
This is Sweet Pea and Bumpers? Peepers?
I mean, the forms are the right shape. You see a massive bear, a huge, long crocodile-like form, a tiny and lithe rabbit.
Do they look okay? They look
You
safe?
can't quite make them out. They're like in silhouette behind this light.
Okay.
As Fearne has backed away, Orm has sort of mirrored her movement, except he's always 2 steps behind her and 2 steps to the right. Just parallel movement.
How... Is Grandma okay?
She is fine for now.
Okay.
The War Queen wants you back. You cannot, we cannot be the outcasts our parents are. Come home.
But it doesn't seem like my future looks very bright.
I am more powerful than you are now.
Did you put on the circlet?
And she gives a little nod, and you see the way it like shines. Like, that is absolutely the circlet.
I searched to make sure I still have it.
You do.
Ah, she's lying.
Let me see you do something.
Sure. And she reaches her hands out, and all of the foliage in and around this gate begins to burn. And it spreads out as a wildfire begins from behind her, behind the gate, and begins to move back.
Wow. That is so much power. Did you find Mama and Papa?
I'll tell you if you come back with me.
But Nana said I can't come back yet until I...
Nana
Until I
lied
finish.
to us. She hid the truth. She sent the letters. She gave the gifts. Our parents ran.
I don't think you're telling the truth.
And you slash across her throat, and just smoke and motes of like flame and ash come out as it just sort of pours out of her neck as she grabs it suddenly and staggers back.
If you hurt my friends, I will kill you. And it won't be pretty.
And all she does is smile. And those fangs remind you so much of like Mister's sort of like monkey teeth. And she makes this weird gurgling laugh that comes both out of her mouth and out of the hole in her throat. You look through the gate and you see that the rate of that glowing, glittering green and orange begins to falter, and those silhouettes, those shadows, some menacing and some familiar, begin to dissipate. And then a voice and a figure stands like a sentinel at the back of your mind, and a couple words recurring, a name, a title to this figure pass through your mind. The Unforgiving, High War Queen of the Burning Veil, Matriarch of the Seelie Court. And you feel her displeasure, intense, burning bright hot, at the failure of that other strange Fearne. But as the gate goes fully inert, all of that leaves you, and you're back here in this moment with your friends.
I'm gonna rush over to Opal.
And I called him, You are a healer of some kind. Now,
More or less.
make it fix her.
I'm gonna!
Now!
I'm doing this because I was gonna, not because he told me to.
I'm going to say that because you spent your action doing the little hop over, Fearne has enough time to come over too, if you want.
I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna get down on my knees and sort of bring Opal in and hold her head and kind of push her hair to the side. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
I'm gonna see her doing this, and I'm right there, and I watched her come over, and I'm gonna see this sort of tender moment that I don't necessarily share that feeling for Opal, but I do for what's going on in the crowd. So I'm just gonna put my hand on Fearne's shoulder and cast Cure Wounds as well, and kind of just try to push through that and help her and do the same.
I'm just saying, the more you push, the more it makes me not want to do it. But I'm gonna do it anyway. And I turn back.
Content. Hi.
Hi.
Did something happen?
You died.
I died?
Well, you just went away.
You're out for a few seconds. Don't know if you died, but
For real?
kind of touch and go.
So, she was telling the truth?
Who?
My sister?
You extend your hands out and you can feel a single tear welling in your eye. But your magic works. And that stump gets blasted.
Okay, well, I guess my power's back, so let's just never talk about it again. Thanks.
You sure told that stump who's boss?
Yeah, I needed to know.
Oh, honey. Murata, if for some reason, you do decide to go in, could you, send a message to my grandmother and tell her I'm okay? I don't know if you're gonna go in there, but maybe she'll come out, I don't know, but her name is Fearne Calloway, and I want her to know that I'm okay. I'm not assuming that you'll be able to, or just if any, I don't understand what's going on here.
Make a persuasion check as you see her expression sort of soften under the weight of your sincerity. And she was holding her face so tight and so tense, and it softens. And something at the very edge of a smile just sort of pulls at her cheek. Fearne Calloway. If I see her, and honestly, I hope I don't, not trying to turn that thing on, kind of afraid of it, I'll let her know. What's your name?
Fearne.
I will give her your regards, Fearne.
Thank you.
And she gives a little bow. That's it. There's a sense of like deferentiality to it, of a very old relationship and a pattern taken up by an elf of Singorn. and a being of the Feywild.
My tail starts going really quickly, and I get a little pink, and I do the same.
Fearne Calloway! Last contestant, Fearne Calloway?
Hello.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you are lovely.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna ask you the Byrodin thing because I think you're new, but how about you know what? No. What's your favorite flower and why?
Probably oleander. Because it has multiple purposes. They're beautiful, they smell great, and you can also kill someone if you need to.
Oh, what? Oh, well, I've been married more than once, so honestly, vibes. All right. And like a little like, okay.
I peed a little because I got nervous about the people looking at me.
And Ruby just ever so like subtly, she's like, "It's okay, you're doing great." Like pulls a little hanky, kind of throws it under your hooves. She's like, I got you, baby girl. You know what? It was a good answer, and you did your best. Go ahead, and get ready for the talent portion. And thank you for answering.
Of course.
Okay. And ladies, if I see any oleander in your garden, well, we know. We know now. So don't gonna fuck around and find out.
You're so talented.
You're so talented. My goodness.
Oh, I can wear a dress.
All right, last but not least, Fearne Calloway. Oh, sweetie, here you go. Believe in you.
Okay, you can do it.
Shoot, I didn't buy another dress. I'm gonna start ripping at it. Jamie Lee Curtis, True Lies style. And then it turns into like this really sort of sexy, showing off her like curvy pinup body.
The plant hair water.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
Flick it back. Is this okay?
Oh God, you look so slick and sexy.
Thanks. Okay.
Sister's gonna run up to like one of the edges and he like grabs the bottom and like rips it so you have like a big slit.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna walk out there and get to the end of the stage and kind of make a pose. And then I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery and I'm gonna go, ha! And just fangs, claws, just goat eyes, just scary. And then just, and then curtsy and then leave.
And then there's this moment of like, ha! Hey! Cinna's got you super ready. Go ahead and roll D20 with advantage.
I think I had about 14 whiskeys and milk. Yeah. But I feel fine.
You are a wonder.
Thank you.
Is there something you feel like in the magic I need to do? Because like, do you get a sense? I mean, you know about this stuff.
The only sense I get is that I understand siblings. And there is something more to you than just my sister, wherever she is. So.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, it's kind of like complicated, but I don't know. I just don't know what she wants, you know? Like, I don't know what she wants from me, and I'm just, like, sick of it. But also, like, I know she's, like, helping, so, like, I don't want to make her mad, but at the same time, I also, like, want her to get her own life, and it sounds like she has. She got out, so, like, yay.
Okay.
I wish we could have met some of your family.
Yeah, they're a lot. I mean, if you guys are interested, I mean, I could probably get, like, my dad to come say bye, but...
You don't notice it as you're talking. But everyone else, you see that the little opal in the hand pendant at her neck begins to like glow and pulse with just a little bit of light.
But honestly, like, my dad is, like, kind of, like, a lot. You know what I mean? It's just, like, a lot. And I don't know if that's, like, what you would...
Oh, but
The clasp breaks, and the
my
necklace falls from your throat.
Oh, my God. That's my necklace. Well, I have to get it fixed, right?
It's glowing. What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, like, sometimes it's, like, Ted trying to say something to me, but, like, she's just usually so annoying that she'll just, like, pop up. But, like, Ted!
Does she talk to you through there?
I guess so.
Ted.
Somebody who's a jeweler, maybe can repair it a bit.
I have an idea.
Yeah?
If you don't mind.
Oh, here.
I'll take it and on each end I'll just tie a little bit of a ribbon on each side and a pink one that's a little iridescent.
Thank you.
You are very focused on the clasp and the top of this, and eventually your hand slips down and like touches the pendant at some point, and you're immediately hit with this like burst of warmth of it feels like a hug from your Nana. That sense of like covering and protecting and warmth.
This is such a wonderful piece of jewelry. It's so loving and so happy and...
Yeah, it can be. Sometimes.
Well, here.
Thanks.
And you put it back on your neck and the stone has gone cold. Petulantly.
Yeah, warm.
It gets a little colder.
I feel like Opal is just really resistant to like any kind of like real talk about her family. But a part of her is worried, like, where is my sister? She's not here.
Fearne, what do you want? Mr. just sort of is looking up at you and like tugs on your shirt and just kind of gestures around.
What do I want? Well, I want lots of things. Are you talking big picture or small?
Why are you here?
Well, I guess we're looking for a translator of sorts. We're looking for the Rosetta Stone.
That's not it.
It's not?
No. There is more.
Where is it?
Farther.
What is this?
A piece. A lie. To protect the truth that I hide here.
Oh. That's very smart. Would you let us pass so we could see it?
Perhaps. What will you do if I don't let you through?
Well, I guess there's not much we could do. Because I don't know where you are. And I guess all we could do is just take the information from this stone that's, I guess, is a lie.
The stone's not a lie. The ruins are a lie.
Oh. So what we're seeing is not what's real?
It's not what's left. There is more. But I have to know. if you're worthy of it. So why are you here? Why are you here? You've traveled so far.
I'm here because we're just trying to help people, I guess. There's lots of problems going on in the world. I don't know if you know. So we're just trying to help, I guess. I'm sure many in this group are worthy, so we don't all have to go.
I will ask.
Thank you.
You remember seeing a lot of, like, this is what gators look like at home.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good guess that these are not these ones.
Okay. Excuse you! You're being very rude. So what I will do is I am going to cast Entangle. And try to send up some weeds and vines and things from the ground and try to just entangle him.
Okay. Beautiful.
And I didn't want to hurt him too bad because he's from home, but I just wanted to make sure that he's
all locked up.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Bonus action? Anything else?
Bonus action?
Did Mr. come up with you?
Mr. did come up with me.
Okay, cool. Just chilling in the back like,
Yep.
you got this. Good job, Mom.
Bonus action, I'm going to just stop there. Okay. I'm just going to entangle and keep him there. Because I don't want to do anything too terrible to this very nice woman's house that was talking to us.
Fearne.
Fearne is going to sort of walk around the group and kiss everybody on the top of the head.
Oh.
And look out at Fearne Calloway, give her a smile, and sort of sit near Dorian and take out the pan flute and just play a little bit of a nighttime lullaby of hot cross buns.
Let me play you the song of my people. Make a performance check for me, since I haven't asked you to roll a die in a while.
Okay. Oh no.
No.
That is 11. Wait, you had given me inspiration at one point.
I absolutely have.
Let me try just one more time. Oh, okay, that's good. That's great actually. 21.
Oh, yeah.
Much better.
Much better.
Now you guys might actually be able to sleep.
It starts off a little... Yeah. It's a little proggy for hot cross buns.
You said you didn't know how to play.
Very hot cross buns.
The hottest, crossest buns.
That's it.
Think
for the
that's
hot
it?
cross buns.
You guys
Let's
know
go.
There you go.
That's it.
Oh, God, yes! I was like,
HCB.
Oh, God. That's the dream, to be the DM of the hot cross buns. Thanks, Melora. You sort of play, and yeah, it's softer than you would expect as the wind kind of picks up and buffets the sound out, and you can feel the breeze sort of pushing it out and away past this little like campfire as the Wild Mother is sharing your music with the jungle around you.
That's sweet.
How long do you stay up?
I wait till everybody's asleep.
Orm, do you go to sleep?
No, I pretend to.
Okay.
And listen to Opal's entire conversation from behind me, and I listen to Hot Cross Buns. I'm watching Dorian sleep, and probably an hour and a half after the whole camp goes quiet, if anyone's still awake, they hear, "It's gonna be the ash holes, I know it."
Point, I do fall asleep, sort of just starfish. The pan flute is out of the side and just full.
Mister is on top of you. Equally starfish. And you fall asleep.
Oh, I have inspiration.
And the camp has gone quiet at this point. So no one notices as one more little, almost imperceptible spider drops onto your shoulder as you lose consciousness. And you wake up in the darkness, but this dark is hot and it's full of pressure and movement and flow that you can't perceive because it's so dark down here. And you push forward until you're standing in front of a dark mirror. You only know it because you can see just the faintest shimmer in front of you. You are alone. What do you do?
I go up a little bit closer to the mirror just to see what it is.
As you fully resolve to stand in front of it, you see a reflection of yourself. Confused, bewildered, and then the ash settles in. The soot fills your hair and your clothing, and darkness from your fingertips spreading up your body. And in very short order, you look exactly like that Fearne, that dark, corrupted satyr that you fought weeks ago, save for one important accessory. And she smiles back at you.
I don't understand.
Don't you? You're so close. So much power.
So, I did put it on. The circlet?
You could. You haven't. You may. You must. And when she opens her mouth, you see that little bit of flame and a set of eyes looking back at you from its depths.
So what? How powerful, though?
Indescribable. You. We. I will burn the world if I want to. It's everywhere. It pours out. We could do whatever we want. You could find them. Bring them home.
How would I do that? I just put it on and then they're there?
No. But you will have strength enough to endure what it will take to find them.
I miss them so bad.
I know. No one knows more than I do.
Well, I don't know if I like you very much.
You'll see. In time. They'll leave. You'll be alone.
That's nothing new for me.
It will hurt more.
Well, I think I'd like to wake up because I only want there to be one of me, and I like this version better.
For now.
For now. You'll just have to work on changing my mind, I guess.
And you hear that raspy cough. And somewhere behind it, another laugh. Doubled on itself. You feel the lucidity of this dream. How do you choose to exit it?
I sit in front of the mirror. I'm gonna take off my cape, and I know this is something that my grandmother would do, and I'm going to put it over the mirror. And I'm gonna try to go back to sleep.
And as you lay down, curled in front of the mirror covered by your cape, your last thought as you drift off in the dream, within the dream, is the soft flump of your cape hitting the ground as the mirror disappears, and you fall into true restful sleep. You're walking, and now the actual canopy overhead as you've been walking is broken up a little bit more, and there's big rays of sun kind of poking through. And as you walk into one, your vision disappears as it's trying to adjust to a big flash of light. And in that moment, your eyes, the inward ones, turn not just to yourself, but to Opal. And you see a set of eyes behind Opal. Purple. She's being watched right now.
Stay close.
What's wrong?
You will be fine.
Okay, do I have to say magic or?
You will be fine.
Okay.
What does that mean? Is she okay?
I feel okay.
Everything is fine. We should keep moving, though.
Has Naked Fearne jumped in as well?
Yeah, I gave you my clothes.
I'm mothering everyone's clothes
Yeah.
together. I've got it. All right, cool.
Your cloak works so well for the glitter shit.
Mr. takes a little poop and he puts it in your hand. We're handing you stuff.
Oh my
He's ready to go with you. Okay.
I'll bundle it all in my cape.
Synchronized.
Don't forget the rope!
I'll one hand slide it down the thing with all of their sopping clothes. Set it gently by the shore until they're done.
I definitely think Opal would also jump in, but she'd take off her jacket and fashion it into some sort of hair protector because she does not want to get it wet. And but it's it's a 12-foot drop, so she probably gets it wet, but she's trying.
Okay, I think Fearne just takes a big old mirthful leap and just jumps right in and just flopping around, nothing fancy, and just floating on her back and just fully just out there for the world, just having a blast.
Mister's a little iceberg of just the top of his head out of the water, and he's blowing up bubbles. And if you're near him, it's a warm spot, and you're not super sure if it's because he's a fire elemental or just actively peeing.
Opal takes her sateen jacket off, and she makes it look like a very nice protected, like hair covering. And then she does a thing that like a lot of girls do when they're like, no, don't push me in. No, don't push me in.
Don't make me sing.
Don't make me sing. Yeah, don't make me dance. But like it's kind of sad no one pushed her in. Yeah. So don't push me in. Looks around, no one's there to push her in. So then she just goes, okay.
Hold on, there's a chance. Or
Are you already down?
No, not yet. She's like, don't do it.
No, Orem is actually casually watching Dorian carry all the stuff, including the boxed up crown, down, just to make sure that everything's copacetic.
all right.
And she's watching him do that and be like, okay. And so then with no one there to push her in, she just like falls that way.
Like Little Mermaids.
Yeah, just
And then once they're all down, Orem will flash a smile at Dorian and give him a totally friendly thumbs up, and then he disappears from view, and you hear, and because of the boots, he hits the edge and leaps 30 feet straight out from the edge of the cliff into the center of whatever this water is, and hopefully does not slap the water.
I can't help it. I just go over and just get on the ground with him and just give him all the scritches and loves. Hello. Ooh.
He's got a little collar around his neck, but the tag on it is in that runic language. It's not in common.
What is this animal's name?
This is Google.
Yeah.
Google?
Google.
Google.
And as you say his name every time, he's just kind of like,
A goo.
yeah.
A little goo. Goo.
He's just sort of drooling onto the ground over his head as he's just like, tummy time for all of you. Sniffs at the thing that smells amazing, licks it again. You just hear,
Sorry, buddy.
and just sort of flumps down in the corner.
Come here. You get over here right now.
He does like the little couple steps to crawl. Kind of just does the dog crawl over to you.
I get on all fours and I just start wiggling. Come on.
Make an animal handling check for me.
This is why you never play D&D with children and animals.
Are they both doing that cat gif?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you roll? Does he do it back?
19.
Yeah, he does it back immediately because he comes over. And you see him kind of drop his funk as he gives both of you a dirty look. And yeah, he's playing with you.
It's okay. It needed to be done.
So you, beautiful, what are you?
Oh, I'm a fawn.
Oh, lovely.
My name is Fearne.
Who's that?
Oh, this is Mr.
Hello, mister.
We met him in a fire crater, and I pulled him out of the ground. And he's my monkey now. Yeah.
Did that translate right?
It did, from everything I can understand.
Sure.
I have not been with them for all of their travels.
Is there any of that fry bread? Do the thing. Make it here. Maybe he can eat something. Show her. Yeah.
Take a little piece of the fry bread and sort of throw in the air so he can.
What do you want him to do? Yeah, do you want him just like,
Yeah.
And he just, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
'Kay.
Like, this is like a coordinated effort, so give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh no, that is not very good. That's a 6. He has performance anxiety.
You toss the bread and he like kind of gives that belch a little too soon and it just kind of goes in the air and then the bread just lands in his open mouth. He's like,
Oh, that's really cute.
He usually, this is the first time he's had to, perform for somebody, so.
that you don't have to perform. That's terrifying. I like it. You are very nice, mister.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know if I have any secrets. I'm a bit of an open book, but, I guess I haven't seen my parents in a really long time. They left probably, 50 years ago, I guess.
And you asked me if I'm immortal. She looks like she's like 20. How old are you?
Oh, we live a very long time.
And you ask me if I'm immortal. Rude.
How old are you again?
I'm 112. But we live, you know, fawns live for,
Right.
I don't know, I think hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Amazing.
So, you know,
Oh yeah, like you do. Just live forever, be a cute little fawn with a little fur and a little fire boy. Totally normal. Yes.
yeah.
So nothing embarrassing, nothing at fawn school, nothing you've done that made you blush underneath your fur, ever.
She did poop in front of all of us.
I know! Maybe that doesn't make her blush.
It doesn't make me blush. Let me think about it. I can't think of anything embarrassing. Dariax?
I don't know anything embarrassing about
No,
you.
I mean
but,
you. What's your secret?
Oh,
Okay.
You got him.
I am going to just go up to Opal and just try to kind of look around and try to.
She's
protect her if
actively
she's getting
running
loose.
away from you to go try to hide behind something. Are you willing to be like
I'm willing to
wrapped up?
yeah. I think that she's, like you said, pretty foggy and disoriented. So
Yeah.
I think her natural reaction is to say something and then find a place where she can no longer be hit by the dart. And if that, you know, if Fearne
Okay.
is offering protection, I will.
Fern, you wrap her up.
Yeah.
And in the moment where you run over to Orem,
Sorry, what I really need is for a stealth.
you feel like a gust of wind behind you as something makes a beeline in Opal's direction. And what's your armor class?
17.
You get hit very, very hard in the rib as something like absolutely just drills into your rib cage, trying to get to Opal around you. You take the hit and kind of wince, and in that heartbeat of you kind of tensing up, you feel yourself like pushed bodily away from Opal. Opal, you're grabbed, and in this groggy moment, you look around and you don't see anyone, but you feel arms and a shoulder and yourself going up and over someone's shoulder as you lose consciousness.
Okay, so
High is good.
we can't see them. We can't see her at all. Okay, so what I'm going.
But I'm calling, so you know, run towards me because I'm closer to them.
Okay, I am going to start running, and I'm.
What's your movement speed?
35
Perfect.
feet. Obviously not. Just very stressed right now. Okay,
You're good, you're
and
good.
I am going to jump into wild shape. And into a dire wolf, which gives me a little bit more speed.
Amazing.
Yes.
Love
but-
it.
I thought you were gonna say hippopotamus for sure.
Yeah. Maybe one day. So then if that's my action, then I just
So you move, and your action was to transform.
got it. Okay.
Perfect.
And then I'm just booking it.
Beautiful.
And because of hopping into a dire wolf, I have keen hearing and smell. So I'm hoping that
Beautiful.
I
Oh
on
yeah, the
open
moment you transform. What does your dire wolf look like? Paint me a word picture.
can. Okay, so the dire wolf is sort of silvery, and the face is just this beautiful, just black fur, and with a silver stripe on on their back, my back, I guess. And the eyes are greenish and little mossy bits on the end of the tail.
Mossy bits.
So I'm just nose ready and eyes ready, and just trying to smell for Opal and trying to.
I'll have you roll it now. Go ahead and make a perception check
Okay.
with your keen senses. Can you tell me, is this primarily hearing or smell? There's no real difference between it. That's for flavor.
Smell.
Cool.
Okay. 17.
Nice. Hey, Opal, what perfume are you wearing today?
Oh, she's wearing like I would imagine, like a cedar or like a sandalwood. Yeah, something. Yeah.
This smell of
Palo
like
Alto.
really
I mean,
fake,
not Palo Alto. Palo Santo.
terrible cedar wood, like just hits you right in the nose and you snap your head.
Lava patchouli.
Probably like just a little bit to the right and a little bit past where you see Fearne standing, and yeah, you know exactly
Keep
where
on
she-
booking it.
Yep. You hear, may I?
Okay.
Mother, may I?
I look up at Fearne and try to.
A loaf of consent.
I try to just sort of make my path a little bit over to her to sort of.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Swinging out a step to make sure that you're like
Yeah.
clearly
Like getting a
telegraphing.
little closer. Like, yeah,
Totally
you gotta
fine.
jump on. Let's
Yeah.
go. Okay. Good to go. On.
Let's do a dumb roll anyway. Give me another acrobatics check, which I'm sure you're terrible at because you're a goddamn
Yeah,
monk.
I'm 23.
Okay, it's really pretty. It's very cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
What does it look like? You tell me.
Yeah. I said, may I? And as she runs by me, I like run, like kind of just run 2 steps to catch up with her, swing one leg over, grab a little bit of a tuft of her fur, and I pat her on the side and I go, ride!
Whoa!
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep running towards the Palo Santo sandalwood smell that I can to my girl.
Yeah.
And just keep trying to book it.
Okay. So using a dash for your action? What's your action? gonna
50.
be?
It's 50 feet. My action is if
your
I'm
move
somewhat
is 50.
close, I do want to try to take a bite attack. But
You're not going to get close enough
Not
because
gonna
this
get close
person used their dash to get even farther away.
Okay, dash.
They
dash.
moved more than, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll dash. Dash.
You dash!
My Michigander's coming out. Okay.
Instead of saying ride, I say dash!
Okay.
That's
I will
enough
dash.
Avatar for one day. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll dash.
So, in the heat of this, I mean, you know that you've gone so far. Like, what couldn't you catch? But you don't have a strong sense, especially now that this alley is more full of boxes and maybe they climbed up on something. You don't have like a strong beat on where they are, but you know you have to be in proximity just by how much you can move and around.
Okay.
You're looking
Okay.
back and you can actually see probably like 8 feet away from you, you see a massive dire wolf.
Cool.
With Fearne.
I would love to cast Misty Step, so I can teleport to the back of the direwolf.
You can certainly try. You feel Ted like deep within you. She's interposed herself between this magical effect and you so you can stay awake.
Okay.
And she is struggling. You feel inside you as she takes a knee so close to falling to whatever this like magical effect is, and she holds on to it a little longer, reaching down into the ground to do that connection between the two of you and preserving it so you can cast Misty Step.
Yes. Okay, so I have Misty Stepped onto the back of the direwolf, which I'm assuming is large enough to handle both me and Fearne.
Tidbit.
You're great.
make it
You're
work.
you are in fact a
Oh yeah.
tidbit.
Yeah.
And now am I not invisible anymore because I've lost contact with
Yes.
this? Okay. Now who's chasing whom?
So our main invisible baddie, now one opal lighter, is going to turn around and looks and sees you.
Hi, bitch.
And you hear a little, oh, fuck. Stay down this time. You hear that little like dart sound, and I'm gonna assume you just sort of like duck behind Fearne. So like the footsteps sort of carry away, and now you're at the end of the alleyway. And even though it's like, it's late, it's not the dead of night, it spills out into a street where you see people are walking back and forth and like wagons are being pulled. So there's now cross traffic is your
fine.
complication.
I mean, we've heard everything. We've got Opal. I'm gonna say, let him go. Go back to the others.
I listen. Sort of huffing and growling and bloodthirsty. Turn around and start booking it back to our people because We gotta. Ooh, this is tough.
So
yes.
my question is, do you officially give up the chase?
Ooh, I don't want to, you guys. I don't want to.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You still smell him. You could catch him. He's not that far. And you can pick his scent out of the dozens of people in the street. If you run away now, you'll never know why she was targeted.
Booking it towards him.
Yeah.
Going towards the smell.
Yeah, baby.
Chase rule's still up. Let's go.
Yep.
Continue.
Going.
With a 19. Yeah. He made it. You can catch up entirely. And you are sort of slide out into the street, just direwolf drift. And even though there are people around, you know exactly where this person is. You can smell the sweat and anxiety on him. You can attack.
What I would like to do.
So what are you hitting with? Is this a chomp? Is this a swipe?
I'm trying to just grab and knock him prone and just get at his throat above him.
So this is more of a grapple than an attack.
I'm gonna attack. I want to kill this. No, I don't.
What do you want?
Okay. It's a grapple.
I'm not telling you to pick. I'm just saying, like.
It's a grapple.
Are you sure?
I wanna.
You know, just do a chomp. You know, just do a chomp.
I'm gonna do a chomp. Do a chomp. Sorry.
That was a roller coaster.
Okay.
This pleases me to no end. Make it count. Describe what the attack looks like.
Okay, so with my ladies on my back, I just want to kind of take a leap in the air to where I think he is, and just grab him at the back of his head with my mouth and my teeth and sort of pull him down. Oh, yeah. And just face maul, just on the face.
I like that a lot, and I want to reward you letting me like goad you into doing a chomp. And you leap out for that, like, where you can hear the ragged breathing as this person's out of breath and was just carrying another person, so you know exactly where his head is, and you grab it. And in your sort of like spin to grab and tackle and slam him down, you hear a crunch. And I know you only said you did 10 points of damage, but you heard a neck snap.
I'm just gonna stay over him and just drooling just above his face, just like just waiting.
The other two of you don't see anything yet because the magical artifact is still doing its job. But you can see in that point of interaction, like looking down over Dire Fearne's shoulders, blood as it sort of like pools up and away from the invisible source and runs and drips free. And you hear sounds, a whimper of pain and gurgling, and then nothing at all.
Okay, so I really want
next round
to. I want to help, but I also want to know why he's chasing me, why he wanted to kidnap me. So I'm gonna step off of the direwolf, and because I can see because I could see like the trickle of blood on the whatever, I can sort of guesstimate like where.
Oh, you have a very strong sense of like the fact that Dire Fearne's teeth aren't all the way shut.
Oh.
That whatever she's biting, she's got right in the center of
Okay, great. So I'm just gonna guesstimate that it's his chest, and I'm gonna just kind of straddle him, not sit on him, but kind of straddle and pull out my 2 daggers and like go right up to its throat, and hopefully, or maybe ask. I don't know if it can talk, but he can talk. But ask why are you chasing me?
You lean in and your voice just sort of drips with like anger and rage and confusion and the emotions of like all of your weeks of travel and all of your like weird conversations that you're having today and
Yeah.
everything that's inside you right now.
Just like not having control over what happens to me.
And you lean in and get really close to that dagger and realize you don't hear anything. And the blood flow in that mouth, like in Fearne's mouth right now, it's not flowing. It was a puncture and it stopped.
So it's dead?
He's dead.
Okay. I feel like Opal's still so fucking full of rage
Yeah,
that
let's
she's
go.
gonna take one of her daggers and fucking pierce it into that person's chest and just kind of like slide down just because she's so angry.
Amazing.
And can I try to do a thing that may not be possible? Whatever ring he was wearing that made him invisible, can I steal it?
You know what? You didn't see a ring.
I didn't see him pull it on and off.
That would be in the front of him and you were over his shoulder. So you actually don't know why.
Okay, but do I have any movement? I guess I do have some movement.
Yeah, you still have your full movement. Did you do the stab?
I did do the stab.
Gross. I love it.
And I just fucking, it just feels so good. And just, I mean, I think she's just blind with rage, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think it feels good. I think she's just blind with rage.
Yep.
And then I guess what I'll do is get back on Fearne.
I like the visual of Opal with her pink outfit and your iridescent hair and just dark blood just going.
Yeah, oh, for sure. It's like maybe it was a two-hander.
Here's the
I don't know.
problem is
Just like-
spray implies pressure. There is no longer blood pressure. So what you get instead is as you rip through, you just feel globs of
Great.
like congealing blood, much thicker and more viscous than you'd ever expect, just
Yeah.
wells up in your hand as you pull through.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm picking up everything
She
you're putting
pulls it
down
out.
right
There's
now.
all this blood.
Give me an
globbing.
investigation check. Once you cut the body, you had a really good sense of the anatomy.
Yes.
And you're able to trace back up across the torso, down the arms.
Feeling it.
Yeah, I'll let you get that ring.
Oh,
You pull it free, and there's just a corpse of a man with his head just lost.
What does he look like and what is he wearing? Can I ask?
You don't know what his head looks like because it's inside Fearne's fucking
That's
mouth.
fine.
And he's wearing all purple robes.
Do I recognize that from the
Yes, you
elven
do.
counter? Okay. Those bitches.
Sweet.
Now I got the ring. And then I hop back on her and hope that we'll make it back faster than I
Vibes.
could.
Okay.
That guy in your mouth.
So,
And a bloodied opal.
And just Opal is a full nightmare on your back.
yeah, I feel like, you know,
Sorry.
my maw on the face, I'm just like a corner of my eye just watching Opal.
Yeah.
Knife blood. Yeah.
Okay. Trying to see where everything is. So, Opal and I are we in an alleyway? Or are we
You've
in a-
actually appeared, like, you've popped back out to another side of the street. Like, you moved through
That's
the
right, 'cause
alley.
we were with people, so
Yeah,
people
yeah.
can see us now. essentially.
Yeah, they're, you know what? Alley's pretty clear. They're like, huh. Turn around. Fucked
Okay.
right back off into the fog.
Nothing.
No snitch energy in this city.
Oh.
Not me. Couldn't be me.
Maybe hearing Fearne?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Not even gonna make you roll
Do
for
we
it.
spot Dorian anywhere?
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to use like movement to get back into the plaza.
I want to, just like a proud boy with his new toy that he killed. I want to drag the body, like just still keep his head, lift him up, and then drag him into the alley, and sort of just go towards Fearne. I'll take us into the alleyway just to
Yeah.
get the body out of the.
Very kind of you.
Leave it in the alleyway, and then how close are we to?
What's your dire wolf movement? You pick up speed and you cross the plaza. You get right next to Fearne, who's standing at the base of this like massive beast that's a little bit bigger than you as it's shattering apart and snarling. What do you want to do?
Okay. Finally dropping the head of the guy at Fearne's feet, like, look what I brought you. And then take a bite attack on the creature.
Yeah. Get that hot boy with your teeths.
Yeah, a little teethy bite.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, so drop the head, and then, or drop the body rather.
Hold on. You get to specify how much you were running at full speed with meat.
Oh yeah.
Did you come back with the whole body?
Yes,
Okay.
that was the plan.
I think it just hit, and then you felt it get like 130 pounds lighter, and and it's just a head.
It's just the head.
It's just the head.
Okay.
I love it.
So, just kind of slinking, shoulder blades out.
Yeah.
Getting up to this creature, and then just taking a running leap into the throat. Another throat bite at whatever this,
She's got taste.
Yeah, tasty.
You staying on for this?
I think I've hopped off for this. I've hopped.
Yeah,
off.
probably a good call.
Yeah.
Because what you feel as like all of a sudden all of the muscles under her fur tense up in this like predatory moment, and you're like, this isn't where
That's time to go.
Yep. And Fearne, you see like the sort of shadow come over you as this massive direwolf eclipses you from the like bits of that weird gray gold light as it leaves around you as you sink down and pounce up on it. Your entire body like flings onto this thing that's only a little bit bigger than you, but like paws wrap around with like that human memory of what grabbing and tackling and holding is, and you're clawing at it with your back paws and ripping it apart under your feet. And as you scrabble up, you're ripping the other heads away, just locked in on the throat of the main head. And then your body suddenly, like, you feel a snap, your second one for the night, as you drop back down onto the rubble with Fearne behind you so you didn't like fall and hit her.
I just turn around and look at her, and
And you drop this like large sort of burning, molten, nearly molten rock out of your mouth as you had ripped the throat out of this beast, and it returns back into a pile of gravel.
Bye.
Heck
You
yeah.
did that.
Well done.
Fearne, how you living?
well, I definitely, my teeth were very bloody, so I made sure to wash that out and get it nice and clean, and just sleeping like a baby.
Yeah?
Just had a really good night and got some aggression out, and I feel good now.
Nothing weird or bad about like accidentally just full murking that guy? You good?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it had to be done.
Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has Fearne?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you feel yourself sliding towards this, you don't have that first burst of panic of what's happening. You feel your body fall asleep, though your mind is sort of locked in that, it was fine. It had to be done. And everyone's safe now because you did what you need to do. And that locked thought mixed with the exhaustion and exertion of the day and the previous weeks causes a bit of a rift between your mind and your body. And then you feel your chest get heavy, as though someone was sitting on it. And then those eyes sort of looking up into the darkness, unblinking, see another face, so similar to your own, but dark, sooty, with long, lanky, greasy hair and a very familiar crown, creeps into your vision. She doesn't say anything. She just keeps pressing on your chest and breathing ragged, gasping breaths into your ear. And it just keeps happening. And you can't move. You can't fall all the way to sleep or wake all the way up. And you can see Mr. dozing just so peacefully beside you. And you just have to wait through it for what feels like hours before finally you fall asleep and the sound stops.
Is Opal asleep? sort of look at everyone right before I kind of doze off and know that that creature or another version of me is out there somewhere, but mostly just worried about everybody. Try to fall asleep.
And you manage to do so. And then some amount of time later, after you've gotten your full long rest, you wake up for your shift, taking watch 2. And I won't have you roll for it, but you look out and see a city almost lit up like daytime, full of patrols of guards trying to keep the streets safe from whatever incursion attacked you earlier. And you see groups of like construction workers like supporting and bolstering the building that you fought in front of, because those were load-bearing doggos just trying to support. Like, this is a city that is alive and has no sense of what is appropriate at day or night. What needs to be done gets done. And there's a little bit of peace in that. You go and relieve Orem from his shift and take watch.
Oh, how did everybody sleep?
I'm still asleep.
Oh, about you guys, did you sleep okay?
All right. Monkey let me use his belly as a pillow.
Oh.
Oh, good. Opal,
Yeah?
are you okay?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel really sad. And then she remembers that she stole that ring from the corpse, and she like pulls it out and looks at it, and there's still like blood on it. And she like really wants to put it on, but I don't know. She wants to put it on, but there's blood all over it, and I don't know. It's almost like she's dissociating. There's too much that has happened that is like very confusing to her. I think she has so many questions and doesn't know where to start. So for now, she'll just kind of like stare at it and then put it back in her pocket.
I think we should probably talk about some things. I don't understand why those people were trying to take you.
I don't know either. I have no idea. She said something about I don't deserve something, but I don't remember the rest. I kind of blacked out when I grabbed the head.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both up on that platform where we just took that guy out.
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's right.
So I guess at this point I'm like, thanks for the assist.
No problem.
You're not gonna jump off the edge too.
Well, how much do we see?
Oh, I'll let you see all of it. I want you to see it.
We have to get down there.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Not gonna put my arm out.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and I just grab you at the waist and take off.
Nice.
Oh, you're bigger than I thought.
I'm very heavy.
No, you're not. You're not heavy.
Dense.
You're just dense.
Very, very dense.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a lot of
furry though.
girth.
It's nice and comfy. Alrighty. Shit. Point over towards what's
Yeah.
happening over here.
Orem, what are you doing?
Shield up. I'm short, but shield up over Opal, trying to push back against this woman.
I start booking it.
All right.
Opal.
You guys are on the ground running, and you hear it too. And then around the corner, sort of erupting from that lower, like, broken miasma below you where the platforms were, you actually see that last stone construct, a little bit shattered, a little bit broken, falling apart actively, is sprinting across and headed straight for Mister.
Oh. Okay. Mister? Come here. Come to Mama, really quick. Real fast, come on.
He immediately starts sprinting for you.
Okay. How close is the construct to him?
The way this is working out, Mister is going to reach you, the three of you, at the same time this construct meets the three of you.
Okay.
Finish the job?
Yeah.
You don't have time to talk. As Mister kind of like gets to you all, you're able to see as the construct comes forward, arms stretched, and tries to like break the ground under you, and you're able to like roll away. So you guys, the three of you are facing off against this one other one.
So I'm gonna keep chomping.
Yeah.
Just chomping at this boy down here.
As you're biting down, you hear it too. The skittering of spider legs. You could finish it. You could finish it right now. You love killing them. Hot, fresh blood. I could help you finish it. Just promise to wear the vestige. It looks so good on you. You know it does. Don't be afraid. You're not like the other ones, scared and weak. You're strong. Prove it.
Just like,
You can feel it, that like little mote of dark possibility. Like, you know when you drink lemonade when you're laughing and you get that little like that
Yes.
cramp, you feel it, it makes you reflexively want to bite down, but you can't yet, but you could. If you wanted to.
I'm just going to growl and hold where I'm at and not take extra, even though I'm just tasting the blood, and it would feel so nice to just finish it. But I'm not gonna do it yet. Now, Mister
Yeah.
is there.
He's
How
like
close
10
the
feet away.
distance?
So close. He's looking very, very bad, and you can kind of see that, like, or not so much see because you can't really like look down and get a bead on this caster's face, but you feel heaviness and like the loss of motor control as like the scrabbling is less directed, sloppier, as the life is leaving him.
Okay.
He's not dead yet.
Just
That it?
sitting there, just trying to keep my eyes on everybody.
With what last bit of energy he has, he like leans and you feel more tearing, but something, even though he is doing more damage to himself, something comes free and he can vocalize again. Hands free, mouth open. He swivels around to catch you and you and Dorian. I don't think he can. Nah, he's not gonna catch. Oh no, if Mr. closed the distance, then he's gonna catch Mr. too. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws as it begins to get very cold.
I just realized.
He reaches out weakly. You feel the temperature drop around you. One of his hands clamps onto your muzzle, not trying to free himself from your grasp, to hold you there. Here for this as he hits you with a cone of cold. And with that, you feel the last of his strength leave him. He used everything that was left, and it goes limp in your hands. Ted's head slowly turns and locks eyes with you, Opal. And those eyes that are dark purple and blue like the miasma above flash just a little iridescent for a second before getting colder and darker, and the mouth opens up even wider as smoke heavy rolls down out and pours in your direction. As he's just, even though he's at a height with you, when he goes quadrupedal, he drops down just low enough that like he's completely lost to this low rolling fog.
Mister's out. Oh. So wait, what does that mean? In his wildfire spirit, is he dead?
You see it sort of rolls over him, and you can feel the like heavy, cold humidity of it, and it just consumes the fire of him and reduces him back down to a little DeBraz's monkey that reaches out and clings onto your skirts before losing consciousness. Go ahead and describe for me what it looks like as dire Fearne sort of scampers over this intense terrain and gets up to the hands.
Standing there, seeing everything is just falling apart, just taking a running leap on top of the pillar, on top of the fence, the pillar by the hand, and just leaping up and just jumping right in front of her and just growling the loudest roar. And
I'm gonna twist the knife a little bit. So you just left Mister's body there?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I'm just gonna stay and growl.
Your roar is fearsome and mighty, but you see that this is a woman that doesn't have fear left anymore. Only loss mitigation, only desperately trying to figure out if there is a win to be carved here. She is past reasoning because she is holding on to the last scraps of her life in this moment. It's just power. And even though this vestige was marked by the Spider Queen, it is wielded by a friend. And she can decide what she will make of it.
It still leaves him watching silently.
Anyone else?
That's literally what he's doing. Just staring at Opal, crimson splattered, the body crumbling of our antagonist, and kind of glancing at, like, looking at Opal, but also kind of facing towards Dorian and Fearne a bit with the face, like, Opal, you okay?
I think she's really scared.
Opal, you okay? All right. Okay.
I go over still, and I'm still in wolf form with 2 points left, and I just start trying to lick her hands and clean off the blood.
I look over towards Dorian. Let's get you down. Let's get you down where it's safe.
I'm gonna lift her up.
Fearne, what do you roll?
I feel like this is trying to save a life. So I guess medicine.
I love that. You're watching the carving of these glyphs, and then this tremendous compassion for life. Because even though you're a wildfire druid, your primary domain is life. And you know that the things that this is missing, that connection that you need to maintain, is one of life. And you shout up that she's not just a stone, but a person, a sibling, a loved one, a connection. And as you shout these things, the sigil that you're carving continues to change and grows in complexity. You're getting closer.
I run over to Opal and I just grab her and hold her. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'm gonna go over to Mister's body, and I'm gonna pick him up, and I think I have this spell. Yes, I do. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
You hold on to Mister.
Sorry, guys, I didn't realize I had this.
You were doing murder bites. It's all right.
It's okay.
We
Because
were up on the hand. I was like, oh, whoops. There it is.
for whatever it's worth, they would have no idea that this looks like Cure Wounds, because as you sort of wrap and fold yourself around Mister, a blaze begins that starts in your chest and spreads to him and consumes him, but does not destroy him. But you look down through the blaze, which is warm and comforting to you, but it ravages that little oasis. The ferns catch, the wood catches, the tree is sent up as if it was old and dried and not full of water in the middle of a rainforest, in the middle of a jungle. Is consumed utterly. And yet you, in the ashes, when all else falls away, you're holding Mister, who's looking up at you with giant eyes and an open mouth full of bright, happy orange flame, as he grabs onto your cheek and brings them close as he gives you a playful bite on the nose and hugs your face.
You did so well. I give him a bite back.
And he like nuzzles into you.
Well, hope it looks good, because it's staying on.
I love it.
Thanks.
I actually think it's a much more beautiful crown than the one you won in the pageant.
Oh, thank you. I don't feel evil, so...
Fearne, what do you do?
I had some things that I needed to do, but I think there's still some things that we maybe need to complete, and I don't think I'm ready to leave you all yet. 'Cause thinking about that just makes me very sad. So let's just keep going.
Yeah, we're this close. We find this Meiji person, get him back safe and sound, and then we can have this conversation again.
Maybe we can help you do the things you wanted to do.
Yeah.